Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday and happy Thanksgiving week. I'm Kendra Corman, and I am here to talk to you today about. Of course, my phone is going off like crazy, telling me I'm live. That's good. Sorry about that. So, I'm here to talk today about the two schools of blog writing and which is right for your business. So, when you talk about blog writing, you probably have been told, oh, you need to post every week. To rank on Google, you need to have at least 300 words. The longer is better. You don't have to post every week. You only have to post once every so often. And as long as it's thorough and covers the copy well, you're good. People are engaging more with things that are 2,000 words or more. All of that is true. So, any and all of that is true. And it really depends on your target audience. So, let's talk a little bit about the two schools of blog writing, thoughts on blog writing. So, one is posting consistently and using at least 300 words. So, there's two ways to think about that is that you're sort of giving a little bit of an update. You're creating content that you can use in your email marketing and on your social posts and things like that. Do you need to do that all the time? And is that the only way to do it? Because I don't know about you. And if you check out my blog, um, the top stories right now are actually all from my Rochester University students. They have a contest going on right now for whoever gets the most views on their blogs that they wrote on content that we've covered in our marketing course on integrated marketing communications. But really what it comes down to is, what do you have time for and what does your audience want? If you want to be known as a thought leader and cutting edge and at the top of your game, a 300-word blog isn't going to fly. It's not going to cover the topic enough or in enough detail that you're really going to be able to lure in your target audience and showcase your expertise. So you might want to think about posting. Maybe you create one blog a quarter and that's it. So think about it this way. It might be 10,000 words long, but you are thoroughly covering a topic in that. So, again, we'll say you were doing something on email marketing. That could be 5 or 10,000 words long. Now, I would recommend having navigation links at the top, anchor links that'll link them to the people to the sections that they want. But if you thoroughly cover an issue, it really showcases yourself as a thought leader. And then you can focus on creating little stories off of it, driving content there, driving people there from social media. You can also work on trying to get some guest blogs on other sites that are related and people that like what you shared and getting them to backlink, which is important for SEO. And I'll do a topic a little bit more detailed on SEO at another time, but they'll give you backlinks and again, elevate your brand, your thought leadership and things like that. So number one, no, you do not need to post every week. You need to pick a path and be consistent with that path. So if you're going to I'm picking, email marketing or content marketing or blog writing, you could write thousands upon thousands of words on that without any issue. Okay, I have no idea why my phone is going off. I apologize. I got a new phone, so I switched from Apple to Android, and there's not a little button on the side that I can see that just mutes it. It just keeps dinging all the time. So I apologize. I'll have to figure that out some more later. But anyway, so again, covering something once a quarter, doing thorough research, doing your own research. People love to see, hey, I studied this number of emails and found these subject lines perform best. The top 10 performing subject lines in an evaluation of 10,000 plus emails that were sent. That's great content. It'll get engagement and it's not going to be over in like a week. So once you invest the time in a longer length blog, you have that content and then you can focus on marketing it. So that's one of the schools. Again, the other school is the shorter 300 plus word blogs that briefly cover an issue. So if you're looking to share quick reads, quick announcements, things like that, you can definitely do that on smaller topics. So like I posted one on the iOS 15 privacy updates that I went live in the group about. That is a good way to do it. But you have to be consistent with this one because you have to be rolling out content at a regular occurrence so that it doesn't look like everything is old and tired. So you have to make a commitment with this one. It's a little bit more time-based. Now, again, you can write stuff in advance and, say time block and write 4 or 5 articles at the same time that should help you a little bit when it comes to posting. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share a link to a HubSpot blog. So bear with me here. So let's see if I can, I don't know if it'll post in the group. But I'm going to share a link in the comments after this video from HubSpot's blog on how they use the pillar cluster model to transform their blog. So there is a third school of thought. So there's the long blogs that you can do and really focus on the SEO and thoroughly covering a topic. And then there's the shorter blogs that you can do at a consistent pace and deliver those on a regular basis. And then there's the third one that's a little bit of a hybrid, and that's called pillar and cluster. And when you're writing the shorter blogs, I think the pillar and cluster content is key if you want to rank on Google for a topic. Pillar and cluster topic is, I'm trying to think about when it was actually like introduced, but 20% of Google searches now are being conducted via voice search, things like that. When you are working on your expertise, authority, and trust for your blog, which is what Google uses to rank you, you'll end up with, you can end up with a range of topics around one issue. So what you do is you create a pillar piece of content. So maybe it's email marketing for beginners. Then you can go more into detail on things around email marketing. So growing your list using a lead magnet, growing your list using social media, growing your list using Facebook ads, or how to cross-post your email content into Facebook ad or social media, across social media, things like that. So basically what you do is you take one topic and then you write a bunch of stuff about it, but you still have a core piece of pillar content that is longer. So I would say that pillar content, 2,000 to 3,000 words. And again, these are just ballparks. And then you can do 500 to 1,000 words on the cluster content around that topic. One of the key things about pillar and cluster content is that they cross-link to each other. So again, if it's email marketing for beginners and you talk about growing your list with a lead magnet, then we can talk about segmenting your list or creating automated emails in your list. And so what you're able to do is link back to that part where you're talking about automation in your pillar content and highlight the little bit of cluster content. So I like to think of it as a big circle, and I'm wondering if they have one. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here with like what HubSpot does, just so that you can see what I'm talking about, because I'm like trying to display it with my hands and it's like not working. Okay, so again, HubSpot is in my computer screens over here, so I apologize if I look away. But what it is they optimize their blog, and HubSpot's a really great resource if you haven't used it before. But they optimize around pillar and cluster content. So you'll see the pillar content here in the middle, and then the cluster content are all of these shapes around. And then you can see these blue hyperlinks. So they're cross-linking the content between the two so that Google sees the relation. Okay, so we'll keep going here. And again, they'll talk a little bit about the pillar page, content gaps, duplicate content, things like that. That's all there. And of course, I didn't turn off my phone today. I'm on a roll. It's Thanksgiving week, though. I'm going to use that as an excuse. So again, you can see all these people also ask, and all of these types of information. So is all here. So this is a great article to read. I was looking to see if they had listed their pillars and clusters that they were using. But again, they don't have a sales topic cluster. It's too broad. So they have a sales email templates topic cluster. And then they've got this pillar page. And then they've got other blogs that they link to showcase that information. Now, my recommendation is definitely pillar and cluster over anything else. Just because if you're going to spend that much time on content marketing and building your blog, when you're working on it, it's like, if I'm going to invest that time, I really want it to make an impact. And so thoroughly covering a topic through the pillar and cluster content, I think, is a great way to go. Now, cluster content does not have to be on your website. Cluster content can actually be a guest blog, and a Medium if you have a Medium account. And again, linking back to your pillar content. So it's something to think about. Now, I always tell people, do what you're comfortable with. Figure out what's going to work for you. So what's going to work for you? Are you going to be all about writing short bursts? Can you write on a Saturday or Sunday and do your content for the month? If so, then the shorter, more regular content is probably right for you. If you are thinking, oh, I wish someone would cover this topic in full detail, or hey, this is cutting edge in my industry, how can I leverage that? Well, then you can do maybe the longer style blog where you're fully covering an issue or an opportunity. And then thirdly, you can also integrate both of them if that's something that you are excited to do and really want to rank towards the top of Google. And that would be to use the pillar and cluster format that I'm talking about here. That again, if you want to invest and you want to rank, pillar and cluster is definitely the way to go. If you're just looking for content for your website, your email list, social media, things like that, and ranking on these topics isn't as important to you, then go ahead. Put it out there. You're all good. And pick whatever one is going to fit your style of writing and what you like to deliver. So I hope this helps a little bit and gives you an idea into the fact that there's many different ways that you can do if you want to start a blog. I've had a lot of questions from people about how often they need to be blogging or how long they need to be blogging. And so I wanted to highlight this and let people know about that there's many different ways that you can blog. And you just have to choose what's right for you, your audience, and your topic. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope that you have a happy and safe Thanksgiving holiday. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day.